Hello, everybody. This is Peggy D. Mercurio, the Education Coordinator at the Anton Arts Center, and welcome to day 4 of Art Camp at Home. So a little different setup today because I'm here by myself, so we've got our day today for day 4. This is going to be a messy, challenging, but fun day. So, not with my project right now. Mine is nice and clean. But for your projects today, Miss Cindy has a great recycle milk jug project where you're going to create a dragonfly sculpture. You're going to use some sharper scissors, so you may need help from a parent doing the cutting. And you're going to use Sharpies and rubbing alcohol to create a really cool painting effect. So parents are going to want to be helping with the rubbing alcohol as well. Our second project today is an exciting one, always very popular. Miss Sue is showing everybody how to do acrylic flow. So in your parental guidance bag, you're going to have the acrylic flow cups. Those are already prepared for you. So you're going to have everyone has 4 cups, and 3 are the colors, and 1 is the base. So you've got a black base. Let me put them here. Black base, and that one is the most full. So you'll cut those apart carefully. You want to make sure you cover your table, cover yourself. If you have a pizza box, it's great for drying the projects because they're going to take 24 to 48 hours to dry. So if your pizza box will capture all of the overflow and make it easy for you to move it someplace. You're gonna want to make sure you have some gloves for that, and also you'll need a couple plastic cups. You'll need one to put all of your paints in and build up your layers that you're going to pour onto your canvas. And then you'll also need some cups or something that you can set the canvas on inside the pizza box or wherever you're going to do it, that holds it up off the ground so your project doesn't stick. So that's our fun stuff for today. Later today, we're going to, our snack is going to be some fun fruit cups that Miss Severio will be back for us later. Let me set these aside and we will get started. So the project that I have for you today is making some paper beads. It's a fun project, and the beads can turn out so cool. You get to choose all your own colors. You're making all of this right out of scrap paper, and they turn out very cool. I'm going to show you some right here. These are all different pieces of paper. They're just, some of them are fabric. These are some that have been made. You can find fun paper. It can be wrapping paper. It can be copy paper, magazine pages, and all kinds of fun stuff that you might look at it and think, oh, that's a fun color, and you can make your beads with it. So I'm going to set that down. Hi, Miss Deanna. All righty. So I'm going to start off with, this is just a magazine page that I ripped out of a magazine that we have here. Um, I also have some fun strips that I've already cut out of this really fun looking wrapping paper that was here. So here's some of my strips. Basically what we're going to be doing is making triangles, long skinny triangles. We're going to cut those out of our paper, whatever paper we decide to use. So I'm going to set this down. I'm going to use a ruler, and I'm going to use a pen because I'm not really good at cutting these shapes on my own, and some scissors, or if you wanted to use a paper cutter, that would work too. So I'm going to set this up to do a thin triangle. You can see that. Whatever the bottom of your triangle, that's going to be the width of your bead. So like here's a bead here. If I put it on there, that would be the width of my bead. And so that's a pretty good width. So then I'm going to take my pen and I'm going to just go along. You could do this with pencil or Sharpie. So I'm going to do one going that way. Then I'm going to start at the bottom and just move it over a little bit, move that ruler over, and now I've got another triangle at the bottom. Same thing, it's about that same width. I could make it bigger if I wanted to. And I'm going to draw, oops, hold my ruler a little tighter. I'm going to draw that one up. And then I do it the same way. Now I'm going to have the bigger part at the bottom and the skinny part at the top. So just take whatever piece of paper you have and you're gonna do these triangles. Once you've got your triangles drawn, then you just cut them out so that you get some fun strips. I picked this one because I liked that yellow, and then it'll probably have some brown in it and maybe some white. We'll see when we fold it. One of the other things you're going to need for this project is a straw or a skewer. You can do it with toothpicks. So let me do one more cutting it out. Okay, so you just got these long, skinny triangles. Like I said, I had some other ones that I already had too, that I've cut out before in my little container here. You can do different shapes too. You can do long, skinny rectangles instead of triangles. Here's a couple of different shapes too. I just made a template. You can find these templates too online. So it just shows you different ways that you can do the project. And you can then cut one out of cardstock if you like this project. You can cut one out of cardstock like this and then use that as your template. And then you just put that on your paper and draw your lines that way. So same thing, triangle. You can make however you want to. So once you have some strips of paper, you can start to make some beads. Like I said, you can do it with a straw. You can do it with a skewer. You can do it with a smaller toothpick. I think we could even do it with a pencil. So I grabbed one so we can take a look at that and see. When we get them done, we're going to be able to string them up. So this is a combination. This is just that plastic lacing. And I interlaced some paper beads with some regular beads. So you can do whatever you want. You can tell there's a lot of variation that you can do with this. So you're also going to need some glue. I'm going to use tacky glue. It seems to work pretty well. I tested one out yesterday. Okay, so let's start with the paper that I just cut. So what you're going to do is take your whatever you're going to wrap it on and just do a little circle, holding that to get it started between your fingers, and start to roll. And you may have to kind of finesse it a little bit to keep it kind of centered as you slowly, at least to start, slowly turn your skewer. Again, I'm going to keep moving the majority of it back to the middle so that my middle is thicker than the outside. Roll it, roll it, roll it, and the bead is forming. I think at this point I can kind of hold it down like that. Keep rolling, keep rolling, keep rolling. And then when you get to the end, this is where you're going to put a little bit of glue. Now I like the skewer and the straw idea because then you can do multiple. If this was a toothpick, you'd probably only get one bead on there. So I'm going to put a healthy little dollop of glue and then roll them, roll them, roll them to glue that down. And that's going to, the glue will be transparent once it's done. And so there is my first bead. Now I'm going to do a second one. I have this fun purple paper, and this was just like scrapbook paper. So same thing, I'm gonna put it on here, hold it in place while I start that first roll, and then go ahead and roll it on there. I think my first one I rolled really tight, so let's see which one works better. The other thing I like about the skewer is it's going to give me a nice big opening to string my bead. So I can choose, basically, I could do it on thread, I can do it on yarn, I could do it on the plastic lanyard and not have to worry about um, being able to thread it through. Sometimes on the really thin ones, you have a little issue with that. So when your bead is done and dry, you're just going to slide it off of your skewer. And there I have it. It's hard to tell where my camera is on this. I'm on my laptop today. So there you have that bead. So you can just keep going, keep threading those beads on there. Once you have a whole bunch ready, like I said, does not take long to get them ready. Then you can pick what you're going to put it on. So I have these embroidery threads I could do it on, which would work pretty nicely. I like to work, like I said, with the plastic, with the lanyard, or there is stretchy stuff, because you can do these into bracelets or necklaces. The stretchy stuff, if you're going to do a bracelet, and then it just slides right on over there. You can use dental floss, you can use fishing line, all kinds of stuff. So I think I'm going to put mine on some more of this. I also have some twine-like thread that this works really well too. So I'm going to start. I'm going to do mine that I just did. Like I said, you can just put that right through. Here's another fun one. And yeah, the plastic lacing is nice because it stays strong and it'll just thread right through. Lots of fun colors. You can put them on any way you want. And like I said, if you had some other beads that you'd like to use as spacers, you could do some solid colors and space them out. You could do some other regular beads. You see, this one might be that one's a little too thin. You could put buttons on here too. Buttons are lots of fun. Here's a little wooden bead. You can put that on there. You can put the pony beads, those plastic beads, you could space those in there too. Add some more color and space your paper beads out. It's all up to you and your imagination. So here's some longer ones. Okay. And then once you have it ready, I think that'll fit my wrist. Because this one is not going to be stretchy, I need to make sure that it fits my wrist because I'm going to squeeze it on there. So I'll do it a little bit longer. And again, you can turn these into a necklace if you wanted to, or a tassel to go on a bookmark, or other project that you have. If you're putting together a journal, these would be fun to decorate the edge of your journal. Lots of fun things. But making the beads is so easy. It's a great way to recycle. It's a great way if you're looking for something to do and don't have time to get out to the craft store. So here's my fun bracelet today with paper beads. So I hope you have a great day today. Enjoy all of the projects that we're doing. We can't wait to see pictures of everything that you've been working on. We'll be back later today to do our snack, and hope you just have a great day. Have fun, everyone.